Hello, my name is Cadet Blankenship, and I will be briefing the op order for this mission. Please prepare to copy. Situation. Elements of Ariana Forces conduct operations within AO Wolverine. They are defending key communication nodes, mortar firing positions, and cache positions throughout the AO. Their goal is to seize and hold terrain while disrupting U.S. forces in the AO. Area of Operations. Wolverine, Preston County, West Virginia. Terrain may be unstable, including rolling hills, steep hills with sharp rocks and abrupt drop-offs. Dense vegetation lines the mountainside, including briars, restricting movement and visibility. Average high temperature is 60 degrees with an average low of 42. Expect dry conditions for at least the next 5 to 7 days. Enemy forces. Ariana forces operate in team and squad elements. Ariana forces use roads as major resupply routes and are known to emplace IEDs along highly trafficked areas. Uniforms consist of black clothing with OCP pattern trousers. Enemy forces use small arms, 60mm mortars, and effective maneuverability and dispersion into two-man buddy teams. Most likely course of action is to defend key terrain and return fire when engaged. They also conduct multiple probing attacks of static positions, combined with possible indirect fire integration. Most deadly COA includes reinforcement of platoon-sized quick reaction forces within 10 minutes of engagement. Friendly forces. U.S. forces currently execute offensive and defensive operations at the platoon level. Future operations at the company level are expected if the tactical situation develops favorably and sustainment functions are possible across all AOs. Adjacent units include 2nd Platoon, which operates westward and adjacent to 1st Platoon. 3rd Platoon operates northwest of 1st Platoon, and medevac assets are general support for this mission. Availability is MET-TC dependent. Civilians are displaced due to Ariana influence within the city limits and are constantly influenced by enemy propaganda. Civilians are not known to associate with Ariana forces. Mission. Alpha Company 1st Platoon conducts ambush on Objective Copperhead at Papa Delta 161 Tree 6170 no later than 0930 April 1st, 2020, eliminating enemy forces in AO Wolverine and setting conditions for continued operations against Ariana forces. I say again, the mission is Alpha Company 1st Platoon conducts ambush on Objective Copperhead at Papa Delta 161 Tree 6170 no later than 0930 April 1st, 2020, eliminating enemy forces in AO Wolverine and setting conditions for continued operations against Ariana forces. Commander's intent: protect civilian population and infrastructure, building popular support of U.S. forces. Degrade Ariana forces and influence in the AO to return governmental control to host nation forces. Key tasks are killing or capturing Ariana forces, holding terrain in AO Wolverine, and preserving a minimum of 85% of friendly forces for follow-on operations. The end state is the degradation of Ariana military forces and influence in AO Wolverine. Alpha Company 1st Platoon attacks Ariana forces at Objective Copperhead, disrupting Ariana forces from establishing bases of influence in AO Wolverine. Transitions to continued operations across all AOs, denying freedom of maneuver to enemy forces and protecting civilians. Now we are going to move to the terrain model kit. So we will start off at our platoon base patrol base that we are currently in, and we will get up at 000 on April 1st, 2020 to step off, and then we will step off no later than 0100 on April 1st, at which point we will travel a total distance of 800 meters to the ORP site at Papa Delta 160 Tree 619 Tree. Again, that is Papa Delta 160 Tree 619 Tree. The Order of movement will be first squad going first, with the platoon leader behind them. Second squad will move behind them with the platoon sergeant trailing them, and then third squad will be the trailing element. And fourth squad or weapon squad will be dispersed evenly throughout the squads or according to weapon squad leaders. So we will move a total distance of 800 meters at azimuth, or at 292 degrees. We will stop at 600 meters, which will be 200 meters from the primary ORP site, at which point we'll do a sail halt. From there, the PL will do a leader's recon with 4 members of third squad for security, the Weasel and first squad, and the RTO, or first squad leader and the RTO. So the contingency plan will be if the PL does not return at 0400 to radio the RTO and wait till 0415. At 0430, move element back 200 meters and send scout team of 2 people. If recon element takes fire, bound back to main element. If main element takes fire, bound back to alternate patrol base site at Papa Delta 16206270. Again, the alternate patrol base site is Papa Delta 16206270 and radio recon element. So after the platoon leader returns with the Weasel first squad leader and RTO, the entire platoon will move into the ORP, so they'll have to travel 200 meters at 292 degrees to get into the primary ORP site, which is at Papa Delta 160 tree 619er tree. Once we get there, we're going to kick out into the cigar shape, which I have up here in the corner, with first squad kicking out to the northeast and second squad kicking out to the southwest, and then third squad's just going to fill on both sides. We're going to have a weapons team on this side and a weapons team over here, and then the leaders will be in the middle. So after we've set up in the ORP, the platoon leader is going to go on another leader's recon and this time it will be of the objective. They're going to take 6 members of the security element, which is going to be third squad, the Weasel, and the first squad leader. At this point, they'll move on to the objective, and they'll check it out, and the PL will place a security element here consisting of 2 people, and one of them will have a radio. They'll have the second security element will be here with 2 people and a radio, and then the third security team will be here with 2 people and a radio. At that time, we'll also set up a claymore on the objective, and then return to the ORP. So if the PL does not return by 0630, they're going to radio the RTO and then wait till 0645. At 700, send scout team of 2 people. If recon element takes fire, they're going to bound back to the main element at the ORP site. And if the main element takes fire, they're to bound back to the alternate patrol base, or they're to bound back until they're safe, all the way to the alternate patrol base site at Papa Delta 16206270 and radio recon element. So while the PL is out doing the leader's recon, the PSG is also going to go ahead and get last minute LACE reports. That way we can make sure that everyone's up before the mission. And also they're going to set up the ruck plan. So after the platoon leader gets back with first squad leader, the Weasel, and the RTO, they're going to grab first platoon, which is going to be the assault element. Or no, they're going to grab second platoon or second squad, which is going to be the support element, and the platoon leader is going to move them in here where they're in blue. After the platoon leaders got them set up with a weapons team here at the far west end and another one at the far east end, they're going to go back and grab the assault element, which is first squad, and they're going to move them back, and they're going to be here in red. At this point, the PSG is going to take the medic, and they're going to go to the primary CCP site, or CCP, which is going to be right behind the third security site. And then the Weasel's going to manage the support element while the PL manages the assault element. Once the enemy comes into the area, the PL is going to initiate the ambush by setting off a claymore. At that point, the entire platoon will lay down suppressive fire for 1 minute. After 1 minute, the PL will begin moving in the assault element and begin to shift and lift fire. The PL is going to signal for the support element to shift fire, either by radioing them with the RTO or by doing one long whistle blast. They're going to continue assault through, and then when they reach about the third person in, they're going to tell support to go ahead and lift fire, which will be communicated either through radio comms with the RTO or 3 short whistle blasts. So first squad will go ahead and assault through the kill zone until they reach the limit of advance, which is here. At that point, they'll set down, and the platoon leader will radio back for the support element to start actions on the objective. So first squad is going to provide 2 people for primary aid and litter with 2 people for alternate EPW. Second squad is going to provide 2 people for primary EPW and 2 people for alternate aid and litter. Third squad is going to provide 2 people for primary demo, and the weapon squad will provide 2 people for alternate demo. So we'll have EPW go first, so 2 people from the support element will come through and do EPW. When they're done, 2 people, the PL will signal for 2 people to go and do aid on litter from first squad. And once they're done with that, the EPW, or the platoon leader, is going to go ahead and tell first to go over, or to leave and go to the rally point, and signal for the security element in charge of demo to come down and prepare the munition. While they do that, the support element will go ahead and cross the LDA and go to the rally point. And then security with the CCP will be the first ones to be allowed to move to the rally point. It'll likely be second security element that's in charge of demos, so they'll finish preparing the demolitions while the first security team goes to the rally point. And then once everyone's clear, the PL will signal for the demolition team to go ahead and set it off, and they will then meet everyone else at the rally point. At that point, at the rally point, they'll get a head count, and then they'll move to the designated either medevac site or pickup site for EPWs, which will be at Papa Delta 16576168. Again, that is Papa Delta 16576168. So task to subordinate units, they're going to conduct PCCs and LACE reports. The platoon sergeant's going to be in control of the CCP. Squad leaders will need to make sure to get LACE reports to the PSG when he does PCCs. And then squad leaders will be in charge of conducting squad level rehearsals at 1500 on April 30th, 2020, and assigning people for special teams. So coordinating instructions, the uniform will be ACUs, Flick, ACH, iPro, gloves, water source, and Ranger handbook. The reporting requirements are going to be any friendly, enemy, or civilian casualties. PIR1 is going to be any contact with Ariana forces larger than a squad. PIR2 is going to be routes of ingress and egress utilized by Ariana forces. And PIR3 is going to be Ariana mortar positions or use of indirect fire by Ariana forces. This is the timeline. The PL receives the mission no later than 10:50 on March 30th, 2020, and I will have this out to them no later than 1300 March 30th, 2020. By 14:30 on March 30th, the PSG will perform PCCs, and squad leaders will have LACE reports ready for the PSG. No later than 1500 on April 30th, on March 30th, 2020, the entire platoon will conduct rehearsals. No later than 000 on April 1st, 2020, the entire platoon will wake up, and at 100 will step off. According to traveling and elevation and everything, it is expected that we'll be at the SEALs halt no later than 0230 to 0300 on April 1st, 2020, at which point the PL will do the leader's recon of the ORP, the primary ORP site. And if the primary ORP site is fine, they will have it established. They will have checked it out, gone back and gotten the platoon and brought them in and have it established no later than 0500 April 1st, 2020. At that point, they will then move out to recon the objective, which will begin at 0530 on April 1st, 2020. Assuming that everything's fine with the objective, the leader's recon will be done and we'll be back and we'll begin movement of the entire platoon to the objective no later than 0730 April 1st, 2020. And then it is expected that the platoon will perform the mission and conduct platoon ops no later than 0930 April 1st, 2020. Sustainment. Class 1, water resupply available at AA. Cadets will top off before they step off for the mission, and resupply will be done after the return to the patrol base. Class 5, blank ammunition will be given to cadets prior to step off. Class 8, CLS bags are available upon request and will be issued out before stepping off for the mission. Transportation medevac is available upon request. Request medevac is required via standard 9 line. The CCP will be at Papa Delta 16306170, and the alternate CCP will be at Papa Delta 16206168. I repeat, the primary CCP is going to be at Papa Delta 16306170, and the alternate will be at Papa Delta 16206168. The medevac landing zone will be at Papa Delta 16576168. Again, that is Papa Delta 16576168. EPWs will be taken to an EPW CP at Papa Delta 1620-6162. Again, that is 1620-6162. Once all EPWs are together, they'll be taken to a pickup point at Papa Delta 1657-6168 and taken to a higher CP. Command and signal. The location of the commander, the platoon leader is located with the assault element during the movement and ambush. Location of the PSG is going to be with 2nd Squad during movement and at the CCP during the ambush. Succession of command. After me, it's going to be the PSG, the Weasel, the 1st Squad leader, the 2nd Squad leader, and then the 3rd Squad leader. Point of contacts. My radio will be Crazy Hawk 16 at 40.25. PSG will be Crazy Hawk 17 at 4025. Next radio will be Crazy Hawk 14 at 40.25. The next one will be Crazy Hawk 11 at 4025. Crazy Hawk 12 4025, and Crazy Hawk 13 4025. Medevac contact will be Dustoff 93 at 4550. I repeat again, at 4550. The challenge and password is going to be Tiger and Book. Number password will be 13, and the running password will be Penny. Radios will be distributed. There'll be one radio to each squad during movement, and then, of course, one to the RTO. During the ambush, there will be one radio to each security element and one radio to the support element, and then the RTO will be with the PL during the entire ambush. Pace plan for communication is that the radios are the primary. The alternate will be use of cell phones. The contingency will be use of whistles. And the last option will be use of runners. And that is it.